If you find yourself scrolling through social media for hours and feeling worse afterwards, you're not imagining it. I'm Dr. Michael Gartner, double board certified plastic surgeon and physician. Social media isn't designed to make you happy. It's designed to keep you scrolling. The problem isn't willpower. It's your dopamine system has been hijacked. Here's what social media is doing to your brain. Most people think dopamine is a pleasure chemical. It's not. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that drives seeking behavior. The actual pleasure comes from other chemicals like serotonin and endorphins. You can have high dopamine and still feel miserable. This is the trap of social media. Constant seeking, minimal satisfaction. Social media weaponizes this system every time you pull down and refresh. Every notification, that's a dopamine spike. Sometimes you get something interesting, sometimes you don't. The unpredictably is exactly like a slot machine. It's the most addictive reward pattern known to neuroscience. Infinite scroll means there's no natural stopping point. Autoplay keeps you watching. Push notifications brings you back throughout the day. When you get frequent dopamine spikes, your brain adapts. The receptors on your cells start to decrease. This is called downregulation. Your cells are protecting themselves from overstimulation. It's like squinting when bright light hits your eyes. So you scroll more to get the same feeling. This isn't about being weak or lacking discipline. Social media platforms employ neuroscientists and psychologists to design features that exploit your brain's reward system. You fight billion-dollar companies optimizing to keep you scrolling. Real life can't compete with dopamine hits from social media anymore. Conversations feel boring. Books feel too slow. Nature walks feel pointless. This is called anhedonia. This is an inability to feel pleasure from natural activities. Your dopamine baseline drops. Normal activities produce normal dopamine. You need supernormal stimulation just to feel okay. Social media provides supernormal stimulation. Everything else is flat. You scroll, see a post, switch to comments, click a link. You're doing hundreds of context switches per hour. Your brain becomes wired for rapid switching. Deep focus becomes nearly impossible. This affects your work, your relationships, your learning, everything. But the bigger problem is dopamine activation before bed. Scrolling social media spikes dopamine when it should be dropping. Your brain stays in seek mode. It can't transition to rest mode. Poor sleep makes dopamine regulation even worse. Comparison is constant on social media. Everyone else highlights reels versus your normal life, creates a sense of inadequacy. Studies show it takes 23 minutes to regain focus after distraction. If you're checking your phone every 10 minutes, you never reach deep work. Deep work is where real accomplishment happens. Your career, your creativity, your goals all suffer. Time disappears into scrolling with nothing to show for it. I can see patients who can't remember when the last time they were truly bored. They fill every gap with their phone, waiting line, elevator ride. Your brain never gets a break for stimulation, and it's breaking down your ability to think and feel satisfaction. Now let me tell you how to fix your brain. First, understand what won't work. Willpower alone will fail. The apps are designed to defeat moderation. Trying to distract yourself from the urge doesn't address the root cause. You need to restore your dopamine receptors. This requires a different approach. The core strategy is active boredom. You need to spend time being bored, not passively bored and hating it, actively, intentionally choosing boredom. When you get the urge to check your phone, don't fight it. Don't try to distract yourself. Just sit with the uncomfortable feeling. Why does this work? Well, dopamine spikes from anticipation and excitement. Boredom is the opposite. No anticipation, no excitement. Sitting in boredom is a dopamine fast. It allows your receptors to recover. Your baseline dopamine normalizes. Normal activities become enjoyable again. Second, restructure your environment. Remove the triggers. Delete social media apps from your phone. If you need them for work, use browser versions only. Turn off all notifications except calls and texts. Put your phone in another room when you're working. Use app blockers during focus time. If the app is the one tap away, impulse wins. Create phone-free zones. No phone at meals, no phone in the bedroom. Third, replace your dopamine sources. You still need dopamine, but from healthy sources. Exercise, especially resistance training, produce dopamine in a healthy way. It improves receptor sensitivity. It gives you a sense of accomplishment. It is a natural antidepressant effect. Do it 3 to 4 times per week at minimum. Real social connection matters. Face-to-face conversations produce oxytocin and dopamine. Texting doesn't produce the same effect. Video calls are better than text, but in person is better than video. Reading books, not articles, building or making something with your hands, playing a musical instrument, cooking from scratch. Nature exposure helps. Spend time outside in natural settings. No phone, just walking or sitting. This restores your attention capacity. It reduces stress hormones. It improves your mood. Fourth, support your brain biochemically. Sleep is non-negotiable. Get 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Dopamine receptor restoration happens during sleep. Poor sleep perpetuates dopamine dysfunction. Nutrition matters. Your brain makes dopamine from amino acids. You need adequate protein, like tyrosine is the precursor to dopamine. It's found in meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. You also need vitamins B6, folate, and iron for dopamine production. Magnesium glycinate, 300 to 400 milligrams in the evening, calms your nervous system. Zinc, 15 to 30 milligrams, supports dopamine receptors. Omega-3 from fish oil supports brain cell membrane health. Vitamin D, if you're deficient, affects dopamine synthesis. Reduce other dopamine hijackers. Sugar and refined carbs spike dopamine, then crash it. Here's your step-by-step protocol. Week 1 is your digital detox. Delete social media apps from your phone. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you use. Tell your friends and family you're doing this. Replacing phone with boredom practice. Every time you reach for your phone, stop. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Sit down and don't do anything. Notice the urge and let it pass. Symptoms peak around day 3 and 4, and then they improve. Week 2 to 3, build new patterns. Create a morning routine without your phone. Check your phone for the first hour after waking. Don't do that. Instead, get sunlight exposure, exercise, eat breakfast, take a shower. This sets your dopamine rhythm for the day. Create focus blocks. Put your phone in another room. Do deep work only. No interruption. Take breaks between blocks. Build an evening wind down routine. No screens, 2 hours before bed. Read a physical book. Do light stretching or meditation. Dim the lights. Prepare for quality sleep. Week 4 to 6 is consolidation. Notice what's changed. Your attention span is improving. You can focus longer. You feel a sense of accomplishment from real activities. Some people stay off social media permanently. If you choose to return, do it strategically. Computer only, never on your phone. Schedule times only. Check messages, then leave. Use timers to reinforce limits. Never do mindless scrolling. Sometimes you need professional help. You might need cognitive behavioral therapy. There could be an attention disorder. Social anxiety might be driving avoidance of real connection. Cognitive therapy is very effective for this. Support groups exist, both online and in person. Apps like Freedom and Cold Turkey can help with blocking. Screen time blocking and limits are built into most phones now. If you're anxious or depressed, treat the root cause. Social media is often self-medication for these conditions. Treating anxiety and depression makes reducing use much easier. Don't try to white knuckle through. If you've genuinely tried for 4 to 6 weeks and you're still struggling, don't be ashamed to get professional help. Technology addiction is real, and there are effective treatments available. Social media isn't designed for your well-being. It's designed to maximize your engagement through dopamine manipulation, through infinite scroll, variable rewards, notifications are all engineered to keep you scrolling. The damage is real. Down-regulating dopamine receptors mean you can't enjoy a normal life. Give it 4 to 6 weeks of consistent effort. Most people see a dramatic improvement. Your brain is incredibly adaptive. It got dysregulated by supernormal stimulation, and it can recover when you remove that stimulation and provide what it actually needs. Take back control of your dopamine, and you take back control of your life.